All right, all right, all right. Let's see if we can get people back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Share. Let's see if we can get some of the audience back, guys. Let's go over to the YouTube side. And I have to use the restroom again. God bless it. Ah. Hey, give me just 1 second if anyone comes in asking for me. I have to use the restroom. I'm squirming here, and I'm all solo on this 8-hour gig. Headset. Here we go. All right. Thank you for bearing with me. Uh, there we go. So let me go ahead and drop this on the Facebook side as well. Not Favebook, Facebook. Cicero McGill, they're looking about the same. Facebook, I don't care about that. I hope Mickey don't kill me, but I'm going to go. So let's see if things change. I don't know what happened. The Facebook side went completely down. I don't know if it was someone reported us or not. So I took down the things in the back just in case while the camera is off, just in case someone's sitting there going crying, going wah wah wah. Trevor's got things like bite me. And let's us take a look at the reporting, see if things changed in those just few moments. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Petty Fish. That is my fault. No, still 14.71% in the Democrat side, nonpartisan races, Flint City Council race, still the same numbers. So let's go ahead and take a look at this side. Actually, let's have some fun. Super Tuesday primaries 2024. Ballotpedia? Yeah, let's take a look at Ballotpedia. Oh, that's that. No, August 8th primaries. Here we go. Not now. I think it was just Michigan. Interesting. Nope, we had some in Missouri as well. Yeah, AJ, we were up to 100 and some at one point. Unfortunately, the the Facebook side went down. I don't know what happened. My bad. Just so you guys know, Jessica Stewart is still listening. um, but for those of you waking up and coming back in, let us just share the screen one more again. Share screen. Because I woke people up and smacked them in the face with their phone, apparently. I am so sorry. No, I don't like that. There we go. All right. So we are still at city or the 70th district or city of Flint at 14.71% reporting, with Michael Clack trailing by about 1,100 votes. We are still missing 29 precincts. Oh, thank you, Patrice. They allow 8 hours of airtime. Well, we've got another 8 to go now. And then let us go into the nonpartisan city council races. We are still at 515 with 0% precincts reporting for the first ward, and we are still at 795 with 0% in the 7th ward. Hey, what's up, Sean Sims? Not much, just an all-night marathon watching the elections, hoping my cigar stays lit this time. Whew. How are y'all feeling about this? Where we know results from across the country before we know the results of the city of Flint. How big is the first ward? Are 500 plus votes indicative of anything significant? I'd say, because the first ward is the largest, and the numbers I did earlier were kind of all over like average, but the first ward is the largest. I think it is the going out and most votingest ward as well. So in that case, I'm kind of one of those, like, I think it isn't really indicative, especially with it as close as it is. No one's out, not even Liberty Bell at this point. Nope, that's not what I cared about. Let me get Election Day Tuesday has turned into Election Hangover Wednesday. All right, so ABC News National has it right. So we're calling it a night on our August 6th live blog. Here's a recap of all the races that have been projected so far. In the night's marquee race, Democratic primary for Missouri's 1st District, Progressive Representative Cori Bush became the second, quote, squad member this cycle to lose renomination, backed by millions of dollars from AIPAC. St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell won the Democratic nomination and will almost certainly be the district's next congressman. Michigan Senate race, Democratic Representative Elisa Slotkin won her primary nomination, and former Rep Mike Rogers won the GOP primary. The Slotkin-Rogers matchup will represent one of the key contests in the 2024 Senate map in November. Stop the steal in the 7th ward. All right. Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe prevailed in the Republican primary for Missouri governor. He was the most moderate candidate in the field, which also included Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft, who surprisingly finished in last place despite leading in most polls. So we know 99% of what happened in the rest of the country. We just don't know what's happening in Flint. Make it make sense. You can because this is just a recurring thing here in Flint. Let me see. Genesee County, 80% of the votes counted for the Senate race. They do not know anything about the rest. Let us take a look back over here again. Jeff, no. Voting closed at 8 p.m., so 8 hours ago. Boost customer, 100% agreed with you, because from what we've heard from eyes on the ground is the 7th Ward or 21st Precinct is the holdup. Something's going on with the 21st Precinct that has everyone holding up, and that is the Candace area. Boom. I don't think anyone has gone home. I believe Art is still there, honestly. RJ, I love what you said, but I can't put it up. Yeah, screw it. Let the Facebook side. The views of RJ Cat are not the views of Trevor Berryhill or 810 News Media Group, nor do they represent our views. Just have to throw that out there. I don't want to get hit with, he's slandering us. Shut up. Cameron, here's what I'm going to say. They had a huge old W right next to Candace's name. She was all but confirmed. That precinct was green, and I guess it was either 100 plus of us here watching, or people inside, or a combination of the both, or state being there. Any one of a dozen things like that. They backed it all up. So they hit the reverse button and tried not to. They haven't done anything else. I don't know what's going on. We are waiting on more results. Oh, RJ, I'll get in trouble on account of both of our big mouths just on Friday. This is more of an informative show rather than a me bitching, moaning, and complaining show. I'm there with you, Cameron. There's been an issue or two, but I can tell you she's going to be better for the city of Flint, or she has the ability to be better for the city of Flint than the current seat holder, in my opinion, humbly. Whew. Brenda Sykes, thank you very much. We will see you when you get back with your puppy. Walk safe. Carry a big stick. So yeah, we're just waiting to see what happens now. Waiting for any news whatsoever. I haven't heard any news that City of Flint is stopping the count right now. I mean, so click here to see full primary election coverage. Let us see. Click on Detroit. What are you doing for us? Michigan State Houses. Let's go with their look at 70th District currently. Okay, they're just making me go through all of them because they hate me. Got it. Should have known. Okay, 70th District. They're doing the same thing on Click on Detroit. Where the count's done, Deborah Overman Luna, I believe they are in City Council Chambers, 3rd floor, City Hall. So Click on Detroit is doing the same thing with only 14.7% of precincts reporting, or 5 out of 34. They are saying that Cynthia Neely has won. I do not believe it. Sorry, we are not getting the full scope here. There are so many. I mean, at least give us 51% and say it. Patrice Moore, that is true. However, you are not supposed to stop counting until it's done. They want results as soon as possible. And now they have machines to do it. But apparently, according to Don Pfeiffer earlier, the machine kept jamming. I wonder how many ballots are absolutely fucking mangled and destroyed in that process. But it is what it is. Let me see if I can do this without getting myself in trouble. Yeah, I should be able to do this. Cool. Present, share screen, share screen. No, we won't. We won't do that. There's just a lot of commotion going on there. An hour ago, 500 more to count. Precinct 21's the problem. They're saying Gloria is the problem. So, no idea. We've got some time to go still. And I wish Mickey would get up. I'm just sitting here smoking on my cigars, waiting to see any sort of news. Honestly, at this point, I'd be yelling. If I were governor or secretary of state, I'd be yelling at the city of Flint, like, name and shame. Who is fucking up? Hey, Croissant Templar. So this is 810 News Media Group. We cover mainly news about the 810 area code, or Flint, Michigan. I'm currently down in Florida, and we are right now tracking the election results. As it is, the election is currently held up. We don't know what's going on in Flint, Michigan right now. It is 4:30 in the morning, and they have reset everything to show 0% of precincts reporting. So that's about the deal. Yeah. Oh, wait. I already clicked that. I am tired. I've been here for 8 hours. And let me see. I mean, I'm just going to have the semantics talk with you. Believed in voting or believed in what voting stands for? Because voting does happen. It's not like it's a tooth fairy. Now, believing in what voting stands for, I can feel you there. So many people are disenfranchised. I wholeheartedly, I feel that. Flint, Michigan feels that place has been kicked around into the dirt since the 80s. Corruption, poverty, and the entire Flint water crisis. And then next thing you know, it's, hey, vote for me, we'll fix it. And 10 years later, after the water crisis, their water is still bad, which is why I moved out. Andrea Watson. The same thing happens in Flint every election, is what's going on now. They put out numbers before they even start counting the absentee people, call it as a win. It's insane. How come those absentee ballots are not being opened and run through those machines earlier in the day at the polls? They can't run it earlier in the day because word may leak out and it may disenfranchise some people from going to the polls, or say bully pressuring someone into voting not how they would have voted without prior knowledge. Now, that's just what they say. I don't know how true that is because they still have exit polls from like ABC News and shit that stand outside and like, hey, who did you vote for? Well, I voted for this. Croissant Templar, I 100%. We've seen it. Literally, this channel goes to Flint City Council meetings, keeps up with Flint government news. The agenda is constantly rolling. The city of Flint received $94 million in American Rescue Plan funds. None of those went to the citizens or even trying to repair homes or fix the streets, which I live in Florida now. I live on some dirt roads, and these dirt roads are smoother than Flint roads. I've literally hit a pothole so big a tire on my car flew off. I'm not kidding you. But instead, they've given the money to 501c3s. And if you do any sort of looking around, 501c3s, nonprofits, are most often used by politicians and corrupt folks to launder money or to do payoffs. The city of Flint is the perfect example of exactly what you are talking about. I'm just noticing a typo. I meant the people counting. It's fine. We get what you mean. Good evening is the perfect way to put it. I see many of us can't sleep. Shit. Coffee, Red Bull, and then the biggest thing of all, anxiety. It's got me going. I go out of point two and I work some elections. I tell you, in Massachusetts and everywhere else I know, there's absentee ballots are brought to the polls, and the poll workers run them through by the city clerk's office. Of course, they're brought over and they get run through, and they go in with the end of the day election count. From Croissant again. I've had a depressing talk with my mom, telling her if we get to live to see the day where prophecy happens, just to be ready to die for a better life. It's a deal. Beverly Biggs, good morning again. Good morning. JP6. You know what? I need you to type in how to say your name. Is it JP number 6, or do I just say all the letters? I have the dumb. I hate saying people's names wrong, and many names you can't really get a pronunciation through typing. But yours, you can tell me. It is 5 whole letters. Please fix me. I don't want to feel like I'm disrespecting you every time I bring you up. Gotcha. Don't matter. As long as you know who I'm. Gotcha. Whew. Yeah. The thing. Oh, that's cute. The wonderful thing about us all being here, all 46 of us, unfortunately, because the Facebook decided to drop off, and then I had to restart. So thank you, Facebook crowd, for coming back on. Much appreciated. The thing about us being here and looking at it is if they're going to cheat, they're going to have to cheat better than what they're thinking of. And if they get their hand caught in the cookie jar, well, then they got explaining to do. Hopefully an arrest or 5. If not, then it's still egg on the face, which I am perfectly fine with. All right. Any movement at all? State. Nope, still 14.71% in the state legislature, 70th district. Unfortunate. And let us see the nonpartisan. Still 795 and 515. It's okay. We've got all day. We'll see if they've got all night. And then the funny thing is, here in just a few hours, the morning bump comes on. And if they think I'm hyper energetic and, doing this thing, just imagine Mickey and Wintus at 9 a.m. Well, okay, Mickey at 9, Wintus at 9:15. And then council tomorrow. The Discord group definitely saw this coming, though. I don't know about the delayed election, but they knew that there'd be a lot of whatchamacallit. Sorry, brain stopped. I am getting tired, but I'm here. They did predict a lot of drama. Mickey and Wintus probably feel like I've never had a gummy do that to me. To be honest with you, Karen Malone. No, nope. Technically, we are on hour 8.5 of being live. We had the technically evening bump watch party, and then it got passed to Anna and I, and then me just being a night owl. It is now the Trevor watch party and friends. All 50 of you. Oh, Karen Malone. Let's just go ahead and upset you just a wee bit more here. Let me we'll just go through it all over one more again. Because I like sharing the screen and it gives me something to yap about instead of just sitting here taking up your screen time. Share. Hey, it's Mr. Clemens. All right. So I want to say at about 3, maybe 2:30, all of Monday was grayed out. There was zero reporting going on in Monday. The lower half of Flint, including district or precinct 21, was green, meaning fully reported. About 2:30, they got all their shit. They just did one big vote drop, one big ballot drop, and said, "All right, here's our votes." And then Flint recanted all of its fully reported, and then said that the unreported are now partially reported. So they were calling the 7th ward race as complete. This is what we have so far: 795 votes, 422 for Candace Machat, and 366 for Jan-Marie Arbor. They were calling that complete before absentee ballots were called in. Then we had like 111, 108, something like that for first ward. Then we got a ballot dump, and it's up to 515. Leon Elamine is in first place with 183, followed by Carol McIntosh at 142, followed by Rosemary Morrow, then Cynthia Haynes, John Billings, and Liberty Bell. And they are trying, and it makes me somewhat angry, but they are trying. Come on now. Cool. To say that at 14.71%, they are trying to call this race for Cynthia Neely. I don't know how you call it at less than 50%. So that's where we're at. Since then, they pulled back. They pulled back and said that they are partially reported now. Okay, cool, fine, dandy. What does that exactly mean? That means I don't know. There are people inside that, election challengers, poll watchers, yada, yada, yada. And according to some people inside, we have heard that there are state officials inside. Jasmine Beasley. Great question. Also, good morning, Tamia Brown. So many of the news stations were, going along with the get along, go along? They're just going with it. And they stopped reporting sometime around 1 a.m. ish and just said, yeah, she's ahead, win, and left it up. So when the precincts, when the elections said, no, that isn't complete, we still got votes to count, they left that up. It'll hopefully be recanted in the morning. Man, I hope Carol win or Rosemary if Carol don't win. This is just primary. Alameen is still up front. Or should I call him Leon? Should I call him first word? I don't want to be disrespectful. Like, I'm trying to be respectful on this one. Anyway, the current ward holder is in front. But as far as I know, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, once again, this is a primary to whittle down the field, bring it down to 2, just like they did with the mayor race in 2022. So if I'm correct and things continue on this trend, it'll be Carol and Alameen on the ballot in November, but we will see. Jasmine Beasley, there is someone who you would agree with, and that would be Croissant Templar, who posted at 0438, wish I believed in voting. Another disenfranchised voter, just like everyone else. From Karen Malone, who the voted for Elamine? Elamine, or Candace, or Neely, all bought. I'm beyond pissed. Hey, I mean, Candace leveraged that $30,000 as campaign money, except instead of buying literature, she did a few things for some key parts of her ward. I mean, hell, low information voters are everywhere. If I see that a road has been paved in my ward, that's all I know she did. Instead of trying to, instead of all the controversy around her. Ooh, my headset just died and I don't have a charging cable in here. Should probably go get one. Actually, hang tight. Let me go get a damn charging cable. Son of a goddamn mother. All right. Yeah, just in case I have to bring up video of the interaction between Jerry Winfrey Carter and Clack later. I like to be able to hear it. Or if I get some new information in video, I'd like to be able to hear it. Jasmine Beasley. Let me go ahead and pop you up here. I went to bed early last night, hoping but not really expecting that the final counts would be in, because after all, this is fun. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you knew who the governor of Florida was before you knew who the mayor of Flint was in 2022. Me. Fixed it. Thank you for letting me know. At least I think I fixed it. Deborah, most of the time, yes. They'll stay until counting are done. Audio. Cool, I am making noise. Sweet. All right. Oh, God damn. It's been a while since I fucked with ghost pepper. That'll kick you in the throat. It's like smoking a pine in Afghanistan. Oh, all right. Let's see if there's any new information floating around the face space. No, goddamn it, E4 group, you're not going to do that to me this early. Free, I don't care what those pans look like. Sorry. But they have some like Free Daddy had some chicken nugget like nachos, and that shit looks good. All right, let's go to the source. Anything new? Absolutely nothing new. Elijah Green is 100% correct. So, not every resident of Flint watches or agrees with the views of 810 News Media Group or us, the viewers. Most don't attend council meetings and tend to stick to familiarity, mostly because of the lies and propaganda of the mayor and his cronies. All right, 100%. This is the most insightful thing that we could say. Oh, Snow. Apparently Facebook has like an 8-hour live limit, so I had to restart everything, bud. But yeah, Elijah here is 100% correct. I mean, unless you keep up with it, say watch Paul's crap or the City of Flint crap, you go to Flint After Dark podcast, you tune into 810, you watch council meetings, and you get the clips of council meetings and you see what's happening, which a lot of people just don't fucking do. And I don't blame them. I mean, hell. Yeah, it is your city and you need to keep up to date on what's going on with your city, right? But how many people across America actually watch and see what's going on in their city? It's a sad truth, ain't it? So they go with familiarity. They go with what's on ABC 12, what they see in the evening news. Hey, good news here. Da 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 da. Jasmine, they probably still won't have the count when the bump show begins. I dare them not to have that shit up. Watch Mickey come onto this platform like a fucking hurricane, start ripping people up. How the hell do you not have the vote? And here we is. And then went to start ripping out. Nah, I double dog dare them not to have that shit up by the time Wintus and Mickey come on. And then council meeting tomorrow, if they don't have it by council, you know Jerry Winfrey Carter, councilwoman. You know that Councilwoman Tanya Burns, you know that Mr. Jarrett are all going to start ripping them up. And then you have public comment. Come on. Tell me I'm wrong. Let them not know. Oh. If they aren't done counting, and I'm going to use my tweezers here, my model tweezers, to point at it, y'all. If they aren't done counting by the time city council begins, and they have to move the ballots and the voting machines, because city council has to happen. Now, will they cancel city council because, hey, we're kind of doing a thing in here and you can't interrupt it? Or will they take that opportunity to move the counting and take that opportunity to lose a couple boxes of ballots? Jasmine, no, I ain't. Like, I posted on my face space earlier that there was a sign at one of the rivers right next to me about alligators, but I ain't seen no alligator yet. I've been fucking trying them and skinks. I've been trying to look for them like lizards with their like or zebra pattern. But no, all I see around here are frogs, which is a blessing. I love my frogs. They're cute. They're adorable. They're probably good luck of some sort. And then I saw a snake the other day in the middle of my dirt road, so I had to pull off to the side, and I didn't know if he is venomous or not, so I threw dirt clods at him until he got the hell out of there, because I didn't want to kill a snake. But no, I ain't seen no alligator yet. I have not been as lucky. What part of Florida am I in? I am out in the middle, BFE, but I'm right outside. Goddamn, White Springs, which is a tiny little like historical town of some sort, because some singer dude sang a song about the damn Swanee River. The closest real cities to me would be Lake City or Live Oak. Oh, Jasmine, I just want a baby alligator, just a small one. Bring it home and nurse it for like 2 weeks, feed it dragonflies, and then take it to an alligator rescue. That's all. Just a little baby. All right, let me see. Let us go back to the... All right. Hit refresh. Let's see what we got. 70th District is still 14.71, with Clack at 1,998 votes and Cynthia R. Neely at 3,121, 12 write-ins being clowns, for a total of 5,131 votes. According to averages, we are missing 10,000 votes-ish. Let us go to the nonpartisan Flint City Council races. Those numbers have still not changed, with 515 and 795 for the 1st and 7th wards, respectively. Oh, JP, you have no idea, my friend. I've been building up a range in my backyard because I've got some land here, and I can't do more than 30 minutes of work without coming inside and taking an hour off. Deborah Overman Luna, 100%. Nothing has changed. This is a huge red flag. Honestly, I'd say call the cops, but the cops are kind of on the payroll, aren't they? Also, here's how I can demonstrate to you that the first ward is serious about its votes. The 7th ward, bunch of clowns. Oh, let me go ahead and take this off. 7th ward has some clowns. 7 of them. Come on, show my mouse. There we are. 7 of them. Wait. First ward says, fuck that. We ain't writing shit in. We are voting for our preferred candidate. The first ward says, what's up? Oh shit. Sean, yeah, if I were still in the army, the top would be unzipped with the Velcro on. The cuffs would be unvelcroed or unbuttoned out and my boots would be unbloused. The cops were okay. The cops were 2 cars sitting side by side in the parking lot next to 475 by the station. So there's that. Okay, so I mean, there must not be any crime in Flint if they can just sit there next to the 475. Or they're just, waiting for Art to act out so they can arrest him. You know how it goes. Either or, 50-50 shot. Let me see this real quick. Let me see this zip file. Open it in Acrobat. Let's see what I got. Just once. Password, no. Open, asshole. With Acrobat. Just once. No, that don't work. All right. Looks like I'm going to have to unzip it. Properties. I'm not out roaming, taking my sister to work. Okay. Sure. We'll go with that. Okay. Open WordPad, maybe? Just once. No. What the flying fuck is this? It came up in gibberish. Grandma, we cut that shit out. All right. Okay, so the summary is come out in gibberish and is now screwed up my second screen. Good job. I did a smart one. Sean Sims. I'm not saying left or right. I'm just putting your stuff up so I have something to talk about. Otherwise, y'all are just going to get bored of me. It's probably the holdup. I mean, what in the ever 11 hell? Stop this. Genesee County, I think you might have screwed up my computer. Thank you ever so much. All right, cool. Unfucked it. Sweet. Nope. Fucked it. Go away. Stop that. Better. Cool. No, Art's probably called attention to a thing or two, and that probably slowed him up. That's just me being non-controversial at the moment. New color. I like purple. I'm still trying to figure out why this is as it is. Okay. Well, for sure, a 5th vote is gone. Ward 1 will have a new rep, and I'm hoping that was a shift enter. Come through absentee ballots from Ms. Arbor. Okay. I mean, it's one of those, we have to wait until they unfuck the situation. Or the situation unfucks itself. I don't trust the city of Flint to unfuck itself. I'm not bored. I'm in the middle of an anxiety attack and this tonic storm. I'm gonna have to look that up, Jessica, just so I understand what that word means. I'm not gonna pretend I know what that means. Because I know you aren't dyslexic, and that is the closest thing that comes to my head, my brain. Distonic. Dystonic. Oh, fuck. Okay. Dystonia is a movement disorder that causes muscles to contract. That sounds like it is a terrible muscle cramp condition, except it looks like it's neurological. So I'm very sorry that you are in a terrible dystonic attack right now. This is the only thing keeping me going completely off the deep end. Well, I am here for you to entertain you until Mickey calls me and says, get the fuck off to her. I'll go, yes, Mickey, I'm sorry. And then you get morning bump. Or I'll just go live on my Facebook and see what happens there. Oop, I've got text massages. Snow, what happened? Oh, sorry, Snow. You know what happened now. Well, let's go through ground news real quick together, since Flint news ain't doing jack. All right. From ground news, LBGTQ rights groups celebrate Waltz as Harris VP pick. Okay. For JD Vance, Democrats lean on Walt's biography at Philadelphia rally, introducing new ticket. Come on, stop being slow. New ticket to voters. Bakersfield, a 5.2 magnitude earthquake. All right. Sure appreciate you both working this late. I hate there's no manipulation of votes. The second ward may be out snatching absentee votes. Davina, we are watching. Well, thank you for your appreciation. And guys, I'm not going to call her the moose. And that's multiple reasons, but one of them is it's degrading to animals. Whenever you compare a human to an animal, doesn't matter the human nor the animal, you are degrading the animal. I'm sorry, animals are just better than people. You know, they added 2 more letters. What letters? Oh, yeah. No, I'm just reading what ground news is telling me, buddy. I can't keep up with it. I might be 35, but I'm old. I can't keep up with it. The gay community, with all due respect. That is as simple as it needs to be in my head. That is as simple as it needs to be. Let's see if we got any movement. Last update was 2 hours ago at 3:21:50. So 3 hours, 21 minutes, and 50 seconds past midnight. So absolutely nothing. There we go. That's even for when we call people snakes. I mean, hell, I wouldn't even run over a snake with my truck the other day. So we like snakes. I can say the G word. I mean, I would say the community, but then we don't know what community I'm talking about. So I have to specify which community, Mr. Snow. That community. And that just sounds even worse. So no, I'm going to say the gay community with all due respect. Still absolutely no movement. Like, can someone, I don't know, take a generator up to City Hall? I'm wondering if it's a power outage that has screwed that bastard up. Like, is this the problem? Are you guys just, power outage or did your machine die? Do you need printer ink? I will send you printer ink. Let's get this shit done. Mm. I mean, apparently you have to be specially counted or specially coached and trained to figure out how to go one for Jan Marie Arbor, two for Jan Marie Arbor, one for Candace Mushat. I don't know. You have to be specially trained for this. It's like college level work here. You must have a PhD, good sir, and counter-rating in the arithmetics. I tell you what. Look out, T-Rex. He put the H before W. Get out of there. He's serious. I feel like they're playing with all of our emotions at this point. 100%. I mean, I'm a little sideways right now. But, it's either that or they really don't want to release the information because they're afraid of the changes the changes that it may bring on the political sphere and landscape of Flint. Not to change the subject, but just to thank you again for your generosity. Close. Got my son Jacob through graduation, job interview at McDonald's, got the job. Fuck yeah, congratulations. And 2 job interviews for Kogels, got the job. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, he's currently off due to surgery, but you made it possible, and we thank you. Well, I hope he recovers well, and best wishes to the young man on his journey in life. I'm glad I was able to help. Let me see. It ain't that hard. So you say, but apparently them highly educated motherfuckers over in Flint City Hall don't know how to do it. So it must be harder than you and I imagine. Thanks, Trevor. I have a hypermobile TMJ and dystonia of the jaw and cervical spine. I know the pain of the C-spine. It's not so much painful as it is terrifying because things move and get stuck in natural positions. I know that feeling. When I broke my back and I couldn't move my feet, I couldn't feel my feet. I had a paramedic down a bumpy road jabbing him with a needle, and I couldn't fucking feel them. I was terrified. So I get the fear that you go through when you have these attacks, and I'm sorry that you go through that, Miss Jessica. They're trying to figure out how to skip votes. No, if they have a Dominion voting machine, they're trying to figure out how to program it to say 1 in every 4 Jan Marie votes goes to Candace. Absentee ballots must be in one location. Looking at the number of in-person votes, it couldn't be that many if we are being logical. I do like being logical. Let the vets handle it. God. No one with the blue cord like what's behind me. Infantry don't know how to count. I can do 1 to 30. That's about it. Maybe 31, depending on what weapon system I'm doing. And I'm just gonna sit right here. I'm already fucking tired of hearing that word Kogels. My wife has been bitching nonstop since we moved to Florida. I buy bar ass hot dogs. I want Kogels. I buy some high end bullshit that Floridians eat. Kogels. It's always Kogels. Oh, fuck Kogels. Anyway. They're playing with emotions and in our faces. Yeah. Pretend it's bullshit. Let me 200 round belt of 7 or 5.56 for a saw. Okay, I can do 200 at a time. This stack is 200. This stack is 200. I don't know what 200 and 200 is. I can do 200 stacks of 200 and we'll figure it out. One of you guys with the calculator, get it. We'll get there eventually. Honestly, it's still a little early. I'd say call Dominique Clemens, have him take his entire team over there, and just drop kick the door and wham, What the fuck is taking so long in here? But Dominic Clemens is too nice of a guy. Damn. Sayonara. I am old. That is a lot of O's, L's, and D's, my friend. And need my rest to celebrate Jan Marie. We are not up for any bullshit. Don't worry. You get some rest. We will be here until Mickey tells me to get the hell out. Not fuck Kogels. Hell, that's all I heard in Texas. Hey, honey, I'm gonna go to the store and get some food. What do you want? I want Kogels. They don't sell Kogels here. Well, let's order some Kogels. Fuck Kogels. I'm tired of this shit. Just eat a goddamn hot dog. Kogels taste same as everything else any damn way. Stop this shit. Kogels. Oh, when she wants to get at me, yeah, that's how she says Kogels. I'm in the land of guns in Florida. I mean, Texas is technically better. In Texas, you can, well, kind of open carry, kind of can't. So it's weird. You can open carry in Texas legally, but it's also legal to call the cops on you for open carrying because it's threatening. So you can't open carry, but you can. Here in Florida, you can't open carry unless you are hunting or fishing. So whenever I walk around my property with a rifle because there's a puma that stalks my property, I just say I'm hunting the puma. Publix, yes, I've been wanting to roll into one of those. I know they don't have Kogels, but you know. And you know it, Janie. Anywho, man, yeah, I am burning pretty hard. But keep it going. If we stop, they fuck around. So the second we stop, they start. That's not what I'm about. I know that ain't what you guys about. Ooh. The engineers. Okay, what brigade? I mean, God, Fort Riley, Kansas, I believe, right? Out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. And y'all have some weird shit on your back 40. As you can tell from the uniform behind me, 4th Infantry Division. I was there from 2008 to 2014 with a 1-year break in 2009 to 2010 in Afghanistan. Took a 2-year break in service, then rejoined, and I went to the Michigan Army National Guard, 3126 Infantry. And they broke my back. Oh, yeah, JP, we are everywhere. I think most vets, though, are less about it than I am. They just get out and just want to be civilians again. I want to be able to go pee without telling someone where I'm going. I feel that. Sean, you know what? Let me find this damn content creator. I think it's War Stories or something like that. This dude is a trip. He has some great, like, cryptid content, scary content that's supposedly true. Oh, God. Yeah, wartime stories. On YouTube, go ahead, look up wartime stories and look at his Night Watch series or Night Shift series. There is some shit that will just, give you the chills, like Giants of Afghanistan or Ghost Stories of Afghanistan, Night Shift at Fort Campbell, Smoke Pit Stories. Actually, there's one stories from Afghanistan from OP Avalanche, which is just above Fob Blessing. I served on Fob Blessing in 2009, 2010 in Afghanistan, and I'd go up to that OP once a month for a week. And there is some trippy shit with their AO joints. I'm going to have to look up what AO joints is. I am not as Up to date as you. AO joints. A Latano Occupacio joint. Oh, that's Ooh. All right, so that's just above the C2, so it's about at your atlas. Okay, I see where you're talking about. So base of the neck. I have an issue or two with mine, but it's where my nerves get pinched and my head gets stuck. You follow him, Sean? That dude is fucking awesome. Brenda Sykes. Day is breaking in Michigan. Well, let me peek out my little window. Hopefully, nothing's staring back like a damn skunk ape. Nope, still dark as sin out there. But I'm also surrounded by forests, so. Okay, let's get into a quick discussion here. Vets are everywhere, and thank you for the respect, and we respect you back. Why do vets despise political figures? So a lot of political figures, whether you like them or not, and I can name 5, 10. I could just name both of parties, all of both parties, except for the very few who have served, come from affluent backgrounds who had no problem getting into college, whose parents could pay for their college. They didn't have to worry. Just high middle class or upper class rich folk, whether you consider them rich or not. And these are the folks who will go into Congress, go to be president, go on to do whatever, completely secure, and have no problem telling us vets how we fucked up. So Congress is always going to sit there and say, oh, well, rules of engagement and change those on us, or play with our budget, or tell us, oh, well, we can't pass a budget, so soldiers aren't getting paid this month. Constantly. And then they will, oh, well, we don't like this group of people over on yonder in this country. Go kill them. They're not willing to do the dirty work themselves. No, it's people like myself or Sean or any other vet I can point at who go over there and do what we're told to do and put ourselves on the line, oftentimes coming back without friends. And it's all because these people who are nice, safe, secure, and snug at home. And you learn to mistrust anyone in any sort of government position because they always lie and they always take advantage of things and they always take advantage of people. It's just a constant trust issue when you've been on the inside as the pawn. Yeah. There we go. Nothing positive to say about him. I'm with you there, or with your uncle there. Treat us like throwaways. I mean, like a cigarette. Use it, and then you get rid of it. Probably has something to do with being shipped overseas to die on behalf of greedy, corrupt suits suffering from bad cases of superiority in affluenza. 100%. Yeah. So, and then they're the first ones to use us for political gain. I support the veterans. Look, I'm going to pull this poor veteran up on stage with me and use them as a political cane because I can't stand on my own. And then throw us away again. Vietnam, JP, is a whole different story. You get ripped like a fucking draft. Hell, even if you weren't drafted, you enlisted because you didn't want to be drafted. Anyway, so you're terrified you're bullied into enlisting or being forced to go. And then you get back and people are spitting on you calling you things, and your politicians aren't standing up for you. They're sitting there saying the exact same things about you. And then they're sitting there saying, oh, we shouldn't be there. And all these soldiers are just warmongers. And like, bitch, I didn't catch an American Express or an American Airlines flight over there. I caught a C-130 that you bastards shoved me onto like a goddamn sardine. Fuck you. Yeah, the surf and turf time. Or when you're overseas and they're about to throw you into some stupid, here, have some steak and lobster or steak and shrimp or have a good meal. You start eating and you go, oh, fuck. I know they're about to ask me to do something stupid. I don't want to do it. Bingo. How many senators have you guys heard of during the war on terror send their kids overseas? And if they did send their kids overseas, they're always officers in a nice cushy position. Whoopsie. Yeah, Sean Sims, cloud seeding was an actual thing. We tried to make the monsoon season, rainy season last longer to disrupt supply lines. And now China does it just to make it rain over their fields. And they don't even use aircraft for it. They use, I think it's 105 millimeter artillery, which is fucking cool. Like, here's my job. I'm going to shoot artillery, not at people, but to make it rain. What? That's fucking awesome. So, yeah, there's various reasons, and each vet has their own reasons, but those are just the most common, his or her own reasons. Hell, I've got a friend in my Facebook friends. She was a medic, and she was with us at Blessing, and then we came back. She got married to a guy in my company, and lost him. So not only did the Army take her best years from her in terms of her 20s when she should have been in college and hanging out, but also it took her husband away from her. Let me see. Do we have anything going on? Click. Unofficial results. Still missing 18.59% of the districts. Still 14.71. Ooh, I've got a loading icon. Let's hit the refresh. Nope, still 14.71% in the Clack race. And let us go to the nonpartisan. Maybe somehow they just decided to do some votes in that. Nope, still 515 and 795. I knew a couple Ingrams, Tamia. God, Ingrams are everywhere. And Lord forbid, you know, a Smith, because there's like 60 of them. You run into one Smith and there's like 60 fucking Smiths. Oh, hey, Trevor, I found out firsthand that they don't take care of or are helpful or are not helpful with the widows getting benefits. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So since I got my 100% disability, I still have to keep on breathing for 8 more years. And then I can go ahead and kick the bucket if that's what the universe has planned for me, for my wife to be able to continue living in this house. She'll be receiving my benefits, but I'm also about to go pick up a $250,000 life insurance policy so she could just pay off the house and move away if she wants. Here's the funny thing: you could afford to house every vet nationwide if you just didn't send money absolutely everywhere else around the world. And you could probably take care of a good portion of the homeless population, period. But, you got to buy friends around the world. Fuck it. I'd just rather be Fortress America and say everyone could fuck off. I really think we should revert to pre-World War I America in terms of our foreign policy of not my problem. Oh, Europe's having another war? Tell them to sort it out them fucking self. So fucking great. JP, never say that again, and here is why. I'm not even kidding you. I'm asking you not to say it again, and here is why. We had the war on drugs. We had the war on guns. We had the war on this, war on that, war on violence. Every time the United States has done a war on this, it has gotten fucking worse. Literally, I'm not even kidding you. The war on drugs, somehow drugs became worse. So when you say war on homelessness, they will somehow make it worse. So while I do believe, yes, we should definitely concentrate on homelessness and unfuck that situation, the second you say war on homelessness is inviting the United States to fuck it up and make it worse. I know exactly what you mean, buddy. I'm just letting you know that every time they say that, they fuck it up. Yeah. Kansas, Korea, Kansas. It depends on what brigade you're in, obviously, but yeah. Actually, my old battalion 212, these folks just got back from a Korea tour. They're hanging out over there, doing some training with ROK, with the Republic of Korea Marines. The government messes up everything. Say it louder, my friend. As Ronald Reagan has said, the scariest words in the English language are, I'm with the government and I'm here to help. Like him or hate him, the man was right. I'm sorry. If the government touches it, it turns to shit. When the government's like got the exact opposite of the Midas touch, instead of turning into gold, it turns to fecal matter. Fuck, I should have brought my coffee maker in here. What does that even look like? Do we really think folks will do the physical and financial work necessary to make significant changes for that population? No. No. However, if we were to be actually proactive, I am all for mandatory service. And I'm not talking about mandatory police, military, things like 2-year stint of being a pothole filler. If you do something like that from the ages 18 to 20, give kids an actual salary to join these corps, these reconstruction corps or things of that sort. Do you know how many houses could be built using that kind of labor? And doing it at a decent rate. I'm not saying rip these kids off. I'm not saying give them fucking army salary, because E1 in the army is bullshit. You're getting like $1,200 a month. It's bullshit. But I mean actual salary, and then give them a certification at the end because they've done construction work. You could feasibly make a large difference and a huge dent. But, and like I said, not military, not cop, not border patrol, just civil engineering. And so not only does that give people from the age of 18 to 20, just 2-year stint, stable financial income, and then, as Ms. Deborah points out, skills and discipline, it also helps build an esprit de corps, or a pride in your community and in your work. Like, hey, I helped end the housing crisis, or hey, I made these roads drivable. No one ever takes a look at the people that, fill our potholes and says, thank you. But imagine being the person that actually fills a pothole. And then after it's done, you drive over it a month later, like, I remember there's a hole so deep here, you could stand a 2-year-old up in it and he couldn't get out with his arms all the way up. And now it's gone. Now that pothole is gone. I mean, could you imagine that would give me some pride? But we would rather take all that money and send it overseas. We would rather fund wars or take care of people chanting death to America or fix everyone else's problems, even though they're the same problems we, face here. Infrastructure, dirty water, lack of food. I mean, hell, when it used to be back in the Middle Ages that the rich people were fat, were overweight. Now, and the poor people were obviously skin and bones. Now you take a look at it. Rich people look about like me, a little bit more muscle, right? And the poor people happen to be overweight. Why is this? Because they decided to say, this stuff is now food. They put it on a shelf, and it happens to be nutrient poor. And your body goes, what the hell do I do with this? Fuck it, I'll just turn it to fat. Boom. Teach them how to build roads, houses, and bridges. Dams also. Lord knows Flint dams need help. Actually, the I think he's 68th district. Give me a second. I have to look into the Republican races. 68th district. My kid's grandfather, like grandfather-in-law, I don't know. The guy married their grandmother, David Martin. He has been trying to get a hold of Cynthia Neely for 4 fucking years because he's concerned about the dams in Flint giving way and causing damage all the way down where he's at. David Martin is currently the 68th district state rep. So yeah, when you say Lord knows Flint dams need help, Lord knows, and so does David W. Martin. I did know that actually. Actually, fuck, I think it was not Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, who told me that, and it wasn't really me. It was a comedy thing. He goes, while you're looking at all these sites at Washington D.C., the real Washington's watching you from behind. And then the hood. What do you know? The nation's capital happens to also be one of the biggest developments and projects in the country. Those payoffs are not about national security, but folks' personal pockets. And buying votes in the UN so you can manipulate currencies worldwide and make yourself even richer through that. Just saying. Yep, you told us earlier you live in DC, and tell me, was Mr. Chappelle wrong when he said, while you're looking at all the sites of DC, the real DC is looking at you from behind? Mm-hmm. Jessica Stewart. Give me a second. I've got a wonderful story for you, and it comes from the news. Okay. So they're not wanting to show it, but they play with these things all the time. However, we'll just go with ProPublica or Publica. No. NBC News, U.S. taxpayers may be funding the Taliban and Afghan terror groups, watchdog says. Head of the U.S. government watchdog for the war in Afghanistan said Wednesday the U.S. may have provided billions in taxpayer dollars to the Taliban and Afghan terror groups since the withdrawal of American troops. But even he doesn't know the full extent of the problem. This is provided to you via NBC News /politics/US taxpayers may funding Taliban, yada, yada, yada. So maybe if we just stop sending billions to people that hate us, Iran, Afghanistan, Taliban, Pakistan, all those areas, millions upon billions of dollars there, we could afford to pay these, pay higher than minimum wage, pay about $20, $30 an hour, especially depending on the work. So if you're filling potholes, okay, that's $16 an hour. If you're building homes and learning a trade at the end of the day, 20, 23, 24. If you go up in ranks and stay on longer, give it a rank system like the military, maybe more. How do you not debate and get all them votes? Nearly cheated. Kind of, maybe. So here's one thing that Mayor Neely used to tell Wintis Hall quite often. By the time of this next election, my name will have been on that ballot 4 times. And people vote based off of recognition or name recognition. So they see Neely, Cynthia Neely, but they see Neely. And they vote based off that name recognition. It doesn't matter if she debated or not. They recognized the name, and they haven't associated the name with something terrible yet. Hopefully, the book from Jordan coming out, or that just came out yesterday, We the Poisoned. You can pick it up on Amazon, ladies and gentlemen. It also comes in audiobook form. You can pick it up on Audible. You can get it on Kindle, and you can get it in Apple, in the Apple store right now. We the Poisoned will hopefully start pointing some fingers, and many of those will point at Neely, and people will start to understand Neely not good. Don't vote Neely. Boom. Mr. Chappelle was right. Dead right. And it is worse as you leave downtown depending on the area you go into. Making something like that is a hard requirement for government assistance. SNAP and General Relief specifically could work. Might pacify the social Darwinist against food stamps at least. I mean, hell, hey, you need work, you need government assistance. Okay. Well, we've got these work corps and they pay better than minimum wage. Let's go build some houses for some homeless folks. And the 2 years that you're working it, or kind of like an enlistment, but without a contract, while you're working it, you get paid. Sending funds to folks who hate us, all while sowing distrust of hatred for American-born Muslims for political purposes. True enough. Yo, truer words have not been said in a hot minute. Washington is for the tourist. District of Columbia is for the residents of the city. I will never. Oh God, actually, I have. Show me a vote for Neely, and I'll show you an example of why we need to bring back poll test. Except, don't ever say that, because I think poll test were a Jim Crow thing and evil. But I get where you're going with that. I don't know, man. Any sort of, you have to be X to vote, or you have to know X to vote, or you have to pass this to vote. is very draconian and will always divide people, and they will always find it to be the most evil thing that, any evil solution. JP, I would, but I'm not allowed to carry in DC, especially the things that I carry, and I don't go places I can't carry. Yes, for everyone. 100% with you there. But they'll still say it's a Jim Crow. They'll just give it a label of the modern Jim Crow or the poor Jim Crow, because they'll assume that poor people can't do X, Y, and Z. They'll give it that negative connotation. All right, time to check, see if anything has moved. She's only half joking, ladies and gentlemen, only half. Trust me, I feel you. All right. And trust me, I've said these sort of things before, and I've gotten in a lot of trouble for it. Democrat representative in state legislature, 70th district, still 14.71% reporting. 1,998 votes for Michael Floyd Clack. 3,121 votes for Cynthia R. Neely. 12 write-ins. 12 clowns. Okay, let us see what we've got in the nonpartisans, see if city councils bumped. Nope, still 515, 795 respectively. I need to close out some of these extra tabs. There we go. Yeah, Hill Harper lost. Alyssa Slotkin took it. Moto. Fucking A. This is why I can't show my Facebook. I've got way too many assholes. All right. Let's see what we got here. Any news? 37 minutes ago. That can't be 37 minutes ago. I feel like I read that like over an hour ago. Fucking lying to me, Facebook. Here we are, 2 minutes ago. 5,100 plus votes are getting ready to be added to the count in a few minutes. I can't wait to tell you all what I have seen from Arthur Woodson 2 minutes ago. So let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. No, I'd get copyright struck. God damn it. I should pull up some goddamn SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Sofa King the Great. For Genesee County, there are 326,329 registered voters. Technically, I'm one of them. So is my wife. So we will say 326,327 registered voters, taking me, my wife, off the polls as a guarantee. There have been 68,567 ballots cast, which is a total voter turnout of 21.01%. So few, yeah. I don't know what it is, my man. But going back 2 years, the people of Flint knew who the governor of Florida was. All the millions of votes in Florida. And I keep saying that because 2 years ago, that just kept banging around my little fucking noggin. What? That was right about the time my dad died. So a lot of that's very clear. We will see what we get. Okay, things have not changed. He said in a couple minutes. Let's see what we got. See what we got. Jessica, I'm going to tell you right now that the best way to combat low information voting, and I put that in quotes, I don't know why, because it's low information voting, is things like this. People who have some sort of know, who have studied it. I mean, politics was my life, though I was on the dark side of politics. In other words, politics through any other means, as an old philosopher would put it. So I have a bit of understanding. Wintus has worked on the inside. Mickey has filmed it forever and a day. Clack has run several elections. It is small groups of people like that with understanding and knowledge of what these things mean, getting the information out either through podcasts, word of mouth, writing essays. Why don't we write essays anymore? And I don't mean like high school essays. I mean informative papers, long format, informative, in-depth papers. I miss that. John Adams was a G for those. Sorry, I just went off on a tiny tangent, but I am tired. I hope you guys will forgive me. Brenda Sykes. They were coming to SCP vote at the time they were living in Florida, but still living in Flint. SCP vote. Break that down for me. I'm not putting up things derogatory about Art right now because, one, I am using him as my information source. He's the man on the inside. And two, it's not Friday. Lord help Flint, if Candace is officially elected, that council will be unwatchable. Nope, keep your eyes on it. If you live in Flint or if you have any sort of inkling about Flint, keep your eyes on it no matter how big of a fucking train wreck it is, my friend. I do not care. It may be painful, but the second you take your eyes off, the second more happens. Like with the understanding and knowledge of what these things mean, getting it first, getting the information. So, and there are hundreds, thousands of us, probably millions of us who have, I mean, even without college education and into the political sciences, who have an understanding and an insight, who wish to tell folks X, Y, and Z and wish to inform folks, because the only way we fix things is by doing work. And I only know a few kinds of work. This is probably the least destructive of which. And I don't want to do the other kinds on this soil. Unless there's a bear. Because there was a bear walking down my fucking road the other day. I almost shot the shit out of it. That thing scared the shit out of me. You used the right word there, humanities. Because my father used to sit there and preach to me about humanities courses in college, and he loved them. Ethics, philosophy, things like that. What he didn't like was things that, well, you just can't get a job in, say, majoring in feminine studies or women's studies, something like that. I can understand minoring because it's always good to know. However, majoring, the only job you're going to get is teaching. So it kind of turns into a pyramid scheme like that. But humanities is needed. We need people who have learned ethics. And you don't have to be told what ethics are, but you have to be able to understand what your ethics are and how to make your own ethics. How to understand your own ethics. Philosophy, you have to understand your own philosophy. You have to be able to come up with one. Everyone is slightly different. I don't follow Nietzsche. I don't follow Clausewitz. I've used parts of theirs to make my own. Cameron, there is an update. They're about to drop like 5,000 votes. I'm just waiting for the site to update. Yeah, just waiting for the site to update. Damn, you're getting close to 3 a.m. It is almost 6 here. I gotta I'm gonna probably get yelled at for this, but I'm gonna message Mickey. Roy Fields. I appreciate the Bible verse, but not this moment. And delete. I'm gonna message Mickey, let him know we're still on. We might get some answers. Oh, hey, that was the right one. All right. Tag Mickey in. He's not ready quite yet. He left everything at the studio. He's got things to do between like 4:30 and 8:30 in the morning. So I'm here until we get elections or election answers, or he tells me, dude, cut it out and get off. Let's see what we got. Come on. I think when he says here in a few, he means here in a few hours. Knowing Flint, they're like, if it's something detrimental, they're going to hold on to it for as long as possible and not release it. Sean off work in 44 minutes. Hallelujah, my friend. Get home, kick off the boots, grab yourself something warm to drink. I'm not going to say alcoholic because you're a night shift worker and people frown upon night shift workers having a beer after work because it's day drinking. Nah, fuck you. You just got off shift, but you get what I mean. I want to view contest details here. 5 precincts reporting in. On the Clack one. All right. So, City of Burton, Precinct 6. Is the only full precinct reporting Clack's race. I'm a Flintstones kid. Sorry. Hey, Trevor. If I was there in Florida and you were, I would come and hang out with you. I like your energy. I like my energy too. Thank you, Red Bull. Please sponsor me. Give me a second after I read Jessica's here. Also, lots of colleges are slashing developmental writing courses and prompting everyone to transfer level comp courses because reasons. Actually, I liked English composition. It was one of my favorites, especially English Comp 1. English Comp 2, we couldn't pick our own subjects, and she made us read the most boring books. God. I'm sorry, I can only read 2 or 3 things that basically go against my entire ethical philosophy in a year before I start looking at the professor like, you're a stupid bitch. Anyway, Sean Sims shid pouring up and what is now called getting fried like Wintus. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. When you get to that point, you are fried like Wintus. Persuasive writing was some of my favorite. But I also kind of like fictional writing. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to have to entertain yourself for about 2 minutes. I must use the restroom again. So much caffeine. And I'm only one man. Only one man. Feel a little bit better there. All right. Also, I gotta write like an essay to Mickey and Wentus about what the hell happened. Good thing I have them on the side server. All right. I agree. I teach them. Many colleges are cutting those courses and pushing students. Yeah, okay. So I wait. Into advanced writing courses they can't pass because they want higher transfer rates or higher rates of students failing, so they have to pay to repeat the course again. It is a very toxic trap. It shouldn't surprise you that these efforts have backfired hugely. Yeah, now kids are just dropping out. I mean, then again, largely for the most part, colleges in my mind are obsolete. They're just a place for kids to gather. And when you had creativity and imagination, it gets sucked out of you. All right. Yeah, I know Wentus is still riding on the mothership right now. Whew. But for her to be able to talk about what happened, she has to know what happened. All right, let us go back to this, see if anything's popping. Nope, nothing yet. Okay, well, 5,100 votes. That was about, what, 15 minutes ago? And we still ain't seen it yet. Good morning, Linda Chilton. And Rose, good morning. Your race hasn't had a move at all yet, actually. We shall go ahead and click and present. Share screen. Election night reporting. Okay. So we'll go into here again and just for the show. Rose, I don't know if you were here when it happened, but most of this was green. Monday was unreported. About 2:30 a.m., all of Flint went yellow. Something happened downtown City Hall, and they said that it is partial reported. And Monday just went green. It's like, okay, yeah, here's our votes. Leave us alone. We're going to bed. Flint is sitting here, partial reports. Now I go to results, nonpartisan races, Flint City Council races. Your race in particular, let me get you off the screen. In order of who's in the lead, Leon El Alamin at 35.53% or 183 votes. Carol McIntosh at 142. Yourself, Ms. Rosemary Morrow, at 100. Then Cynthia Haynes, John Billings, Liberty Bell for a total of 515 votes. Those all got dumped at once. And the 7th ward has not kicked up anything at all yet. It's been the same, still a 56 vote spread. And then we go into the state races. Every other precinct has reported 100%, except for the 70th district, which is at 14.71 for 5,131 votes. They're trying to say that they're trying to call it for Neely, but when you've only got 14.71% of the precincts reporting, I would say that's not close enough. I'd wait for 60%. 60% or this number to say 90 at this point right here. And that's where we're at. Yes, Miss Deborah, that is refreshed. Whew. And then if went to oh shit. I did done fuck that up. Wentis and Mickey don't wake up for the bump. I don't know what 810's gonna do. Because I've been talking with you guys all night. Okay. As Wentis would say, that's weird, suspicious. Or as I would say, weird. God. I should find out whatever happened to mozzarella. Mozzarella? Moz. Ah, come on. Bitch made cigar. Have a Tampa. Timu Black and Mild. Oh, we're here. Oh, there's comments over there? Over where? Oh, Rose, please. If we weren't here watching, all 56 of us, before the Facebook decided we can only do 8 hours, we had 100 plus, and I feel that is why things have stopped, because they knew they couldn't get away with the steal. They couldn't do things as dirty as they wanted to because they knew eyes were on it. So if me losing a little bit of sleep helps ensure a safe and fair election, then it's well worth the price to pay. I am more than happy with this. Here in a moment, I will be getting myself a cup of coffee, though, and you guys can entertain yourself again. Actually, I'll probably just play the clack live again. Well, that's after I have the cigar. Wait. Yeah, I've still got half a Red Bull. Jessica, there can't be either one of those. Wentis has got an engagement at 4:30, and council goes on at 4:30 as well. So an afternoon bump, I mean, if it goes on at noon and goes off at 2, Wentis has to gather up the stuff for the engagement. Mickey gets to run the Nicole around, then run back to the studio, gather up the stuff, and then go to city council. Yeah, there won't be an afternoon bump, my friend. That's too much. But yeah, the last update was at 321.50. I'm out of Red Bull after this, so I have to get coffee, but don't tell me it's not good for me. It is great for my addiction. It keeps me in a good mood. So everyone thinks heroin is the hardest thing to quit. Believe it or not, heroin addicts are 6 times less likely to relapse than folks who try quitting tobacco, nicotine, and caffeine, especially caffeine laced with taurine, which was originally found in spiders, which some birds would feed to their chicks to help with brain development. And that's why Red Bull says, revitalizes body and mind, or it used to say that. Yeah, that's why. So when you drink Red Bull, you're drinking spider juice. Aha. All right, I'm going to go taunt the city of Flint. Oh man, how about that? Thank you, Grammarly, for unfucking me. Was it 323? I think it was 323. 321. Oh, City of Flint. No, it's not Bull Nuts. Thank God. Thank you. All right. Sergeant Shear. Friend of mine is just got admitted to Arizona State University. That is amazing. Congratulations, Sergeant Shear. I know you ain't in here, but still, congratulations. I'm happy to see soldiers doing things and stuff. So, what do we got going on right now, ladies and gentle folks? Let me do one more quick look before I go get my coffee, because I need the coffee. Nope. Still 515, 795 respectively. And I think still at 5,000 for that race. Yeah, 5,131. We're about to see what's happening. Okay, let me go to the Mike Clack Live. We will go ahead and show that again. Just for those of you who don't know what happened. Pause to 0. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, Eleanor. However, I need some coffee. I really need some coffee. I need to get up and walk a little bit, get some blood flow. And right now, without any news, there's not much for me to go on about unless I'm going to bitch, moan, complain about government more, which I think everyone's heard that whole song and dance before, so we don't need to do that. Let me make sure that this has got good sound. The face space. Share. Not share. Yeah, share. Full screen. I will be back in something like 5 minutes. And in the meantime, let's watch Neely do some voter intimidation.
No, I'm going live. Yeah. So polls are closed. Oh, sorry. What's up, Facebook? How you doing? It's your favorite candidate for State Representative Michael Clack, and I just wanted to go live real quick. We up here at Bethel AME Church on Ballinger in Flint, and I hope that you can see the front. You can see the door over there. Hold on. We gonna wait. We gonna wait for the guy to come up out of there. So the mayor, who's been breaking the rules all day long, is gone into Bethel at 7:58 p.m. and he is still in there at 8:04 p.m. He did not vote. I don't believe this is their voting place, but we're gonna wait for him to come up out of there. We're gonna see exactly what time and for what reason. I don't care what reason. We know. Either way it goes, he's still inside. And I just want to give a few seconds to reflect on how I think. All right, here you go. Let's see what this do. That's Mr. Forte. Oh, he ain't letting. Hey, Mr. Forte. Talking to the devil. He telling him something. I know Mr. Forte ain't letting it go. I can't zoom in no more. This is using using
here at Precinct 5. He was inside the precinct when the doors.
This is abuse of power. This is abuse. He did not vote.
And you know me. I had to go.
We got Councilwoman Wimpy Carter over here. She's also live.
He shouldn't even be inside.
So this live, I hope the Secretary of State and the Bureau of Elections and everybody else sees this.
The door. He doesn't need to be in there. What is he doing in there? But I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see it.
I'm gonna get the camera off the voters that just went in there. They're just coming up out of there. But actually, I'm gonna mute this real quick while I speak to the people that are walking out. Yeah, so this is me. I do too. Mr. Forte, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you.
How you been?
I'm doing good. I'm ready. I'm being better now, seeing this is over with, and I can get a full night's sleep.
You sleep that night.
I can sleep tonight. Yeah. Well, maybe not tonight, but after tonight, when we figure out what the results are. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I came back. I seen Mia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've been circulating. I've been everywhere. Yeah. And them people been acting the fool all day. So I've been trying to stay away and stay positive, man. But it's not just them and their crew. It's Candace and they just did them whole people. But yeah. He called who a name?
Your mayor.
He called who ignorant?
Yeah, and I told him he's the mayor.
Oh man, why you ain't tell me? You supposed to tell me.
No, you okay. You okay.
Oh man. I don't play about my sister.
I went in there.
I'm gonna grab the sign, Mike.
Okay.
Voted. The last two, one was the military, one was something else.
Mm-hmm.
It was already scratched in. So I asked the guy, I said, why these already scratched in? He said, what do you mean?
The ballot, like.
He got a lot of nerve.
All right, so we're gonna stop sharing because it went over to what the hell? Come on now. Stop that. All right, because it went on over to his Bluetooth. Good morning again, Tamia Brown. I decided while I was getting my coffee around my house and get some wall things behind me, just because it didn't feel right without that. Dream kill of 44, nothing. I'm actually about to see, do we have more numbers? Because we were told they're getting ready to drop another 5,000. Still nothing on the nonpartisan city council votes. Okay. Let's go take a look at the state races. Still nothing on the 70th district yet. So we're just waiting. Let me go ahead and take these off. Get them charging again. I don't need to hear things right now. Good morning, Dream. How you doing today? All right, Mickey's not mad at me for having a 10-hour stream. Coffee, nicotine. Let's do this. Love the 810 tumbler. By God, it keeps that coffee hot. Usually in a fucking glass mug, it's cooled off by like 10 degrees. Oh. I'm good. I'm happy that you are blessed, my friend. A very big happy. Good morning, Mama Aquil. We are still here and going. Whew. I'm still wondering why on Flint's polluted soil, we still don't have our answers yet. Man, you you going to work, Mama Quill? In 10 minutes? Ouch. All right. Nothing going on the face space. Whoa. So what we got going on right now, ladies and gentle folks? I love that. Someone else uses ladies and gentle folks. Let me do one more quick look before I get my coffee, because I need my coffee. Still no, still $5.15, $7.95 respectively. Did you just copy and paste what I did on said? Where did you even find a transcript of that? Oh, if cancer don't take a vacation, neither can you. I understand, Mama Oakwill. Ah, Mickey is here. Ladies and gentlemen, the boss is back. What's good, peoples? Shit. If waiting was good, we would be keen. Tell you what. Oh, damn. Huggy Bear died. That sucks. Oh, well. All right, Mick. Give me a second, and I've got to run you through this shit. Also, how you feeling today, dude? You feel like you have a certain kind of hangover, like you crashed back through atmosphere or something? My experienced space cadet. That's not quite graduated to astronaut. He almost got there. My friend Lisa Eccles, thank you very much. I told you. We told you. We told you. I'm glad that you picked it up. All right. Oh, Sean Sims, what do you call it now when you get off work? You said you were going to get what? Fried like Wintus? Wintus fried? Wintusified? Thank you for protecting me, Dreamkiller. Thank you. Yeah, we actually had to restart because FaceSpace only allows an 8-hour stream according to their new stuff, which I didn't know. Thankfully, a lot of the people here set me straight. And because Mickey wasn't here, just to pass off the information, so when he goes live on The Bump later, fried like Wintus. Let us go ahead and show the Mickey what has been going on. So, share screen. I just love saying that every time I do it now. Share screen. Okay. So, Mickey. Last night until about 2:30. Oop. I forgot I have to do this. Monday was not reported at all. The lower half of Flint, actually most of Flint. So from here on over, I think it was like from here to here and down was green. They had been called fully reported at about 2:30 or so. All of Flint turned yellow, which here partially reported. The absentee ballots hadn't been counted yet. Several votes had not been counted. Period. End of story. They're trying to call it for Candace Machat, and they're trying to call it for Cynthia Neely. However, I guess someone told them that we were live, and they go, "Oh shit, we can't just do that." That's just my best guess. It could be us mixed with state folks in there, or what is it? Vote challengers, campaign challengers, whatever it is. So our current results. I don't want. Yeah, well, wait. We don't want that quite yet. We'll do the nonpartisan first. There's only 100, and Alameen was in front. He still is. So our current standings are 183 Alameen, then 142 Carol, 100 Ms. Rose, 53 now, 53 for Cynthia, 22 for John Billings, and Liberty Bell has 15. They were trying to call this 100% reported. It is now back down to 0. That is the infamous District 22, I believe, where absentee ballots weren't counted. It has caused the entire reset, and I believe that they're holding on to things personally, mind you, because whatever has gone on in that district, they don't want these numbers to change. That is a big thing right there. And then the Democratic races. Oh, we got to show this one. This one's fucking hilarious. All right. So you go through every last one of these. 67th, 100%. 68th, 100%. 69th, 100%. 71st, 100%. 72nd, 100%. 97th, 100%. And then the laughing stock of Michigan, 70th District, 14.71%. And they have been trying to call it for Cynthia Neely with only 14.71% of precincts reporting. Now, Clack is behind, granted, but with only 14% reporting and no absentee ballots have gone through Flint yet, I think that's a lot a bit premature. So that is where we are currently at. I've been keeping an eye on the Facebook side and people inside City Hall and seeing what their reports are. Apparently, there's something like 5,100 votes about ready to drop. This was said 44 minutes ago. They said they're going to be added to the count in a few, but it's been 44 minutes and I'm sitting here and I was able to go get myself some coffee. All right. Oh, God, coffee. Good morning, Miss Terry. How you doing? Angie Mack. Hey, you know what? No, but that's okay. I don't need sleep. I need results. Give me the results. So no, I've been up here for like 8 hours. Mickey went to some clack, ran 2 hours. Anna tapped out about what, guys? 3 a.m. So yeah, we're just sitting here bullshitting, waiting for these numbers to drop. I haven't changed out my back wall for the for the YouTubes and the face space. Oh, man. Can't wait to get some sleep. But it's also going to be Florida day, so it's going to be hot as balls. Damn, you know what? The former occupants ordered some instant coffee. I might put some on my lower lip like a dip and see if that boosts me up. Mickey and Wintus went to outer space together. They became cadets together. So, yeah, Mickey got fried like Wintus. In the words of our friend Sean Sims. Still nothing yet. Starting to get irritating. Hell, my wife's bomb is about to go off. I don't know if you guys hear that in the background. That is what I wake up to every morning. It doesn't matter what time I go to bed. My wife's alarm sounds like a ticking time bomb. We're about to blow. Oh. Yeah. Jeff Kellett and other inquiring minds wish to know, is the morning bump still on? Though I do have to share my screen for this because this is interesting. You guys want to talk about disenfranchised voters and how people so disenfranchised they don't vote? Look at this. The city of Flint, Genesee Township, but mostly the city of Flint. Harg. Here we go. Between 0 and 10%. We are going to see how that changes here in the coming hours with the rest of the 5,000 votes about ready to drop. But even then, 10 to 20%, really? Nowhere in Genesee County do you see 90 to 100%. The best you see is 70 to 80%, and that is like Grand Blanc Township, Precinct 5, because they fancy. Tell me that isn't a fucking trip, folks. I ain't going. Good morning, family. Locked in from the Philly. Hey, that's the teacher from Recess. She was the one that had the snitch running around with her. I remember that show. No good news yet, I am sad to say. So we're still, for those of you just tuning in, there's been some, in my opinion, voting irregularities, because I've never seen a district go from fully reported to not fully reported in the space of a fuck you, which is exactly what happened in Flint last night at about 2:30, which is just crazy to me. We're waiting for about 5,000 votes to drop per source inside City Hall. That info was dropped about an hour ago. But as the 7th Ward stands, Candace Machat is ahead by 55 votes, or 56. But like we've been told, we've got 5,000 votes ready to drop. We've still yet to see the absentee ballots as well. So there's still a lot of hope. Hell, even the 1st Ward, with only 515 votes in total, No one is out. Liberty Bell, with only 15 votes currently, could be the winner. We just don't know until those votes come in. Righto. Two Peas in a Podcast with Tyra and Missy. How you guys doing today? Yeah. I tell you what, I've been watching elections since 2012. 2008, I was busy getting the shit kicked out of me by Drill Sergeant McEnroe. God bless that man. He gave me so much PTSD, I still have to make my bed in a certain way. Anyway, since 2012, and I've never seen precincts anywhere in the country go from fully reporting to partial reporting and having to recant. We still see things like ABC or Click on Detroit working off of old numbers from last night because they went to bed while Flint was still counting and playing around. And I'm not saying that nicely. So when they wake up and they start looking at things, we hopefully see some of this change. Hopefully. But yeah, as it is right now, we're waiting for about 5,100 votes to drop. And thank you guys all so much for your support. Honestly, I don't think I could have done this without having you guys to talk to. I would have been asleep, and I think we all would have missed what happened. So Sonia Simskins, you told me how to say your name, and I still suck at it. I am so sorry. I'm Miss Sonia. Good morning. Good morning, meat freak. Shit. Where are you at? Are you like in Jacksonville? I might just go drive the hour to get some fucking barbecue today. I'm not even gonna lie. And good news, El Jefe, El Presidente, Spacely Sprockets has confirmed that the morning bump will be on. Yeah, see, Sims Aikens, thank you. See, you've told me how to say it before. I just suck at it. You'll have to remind me at least 6 more times between now and the time I actually remember. But yeah, we've got and today is going to be a day of coverage as well. We got the morning bump, and then we've got bless it. Then we got council. So tomorrow is going to be crazy as well. You got to go through council and all this. Unpack today what you can. Learn more about it today. Council's going to talk about it. Council's going to have their own drama. So tomorrow's bump is going to be wild. Let me see. Ew, Indiana, yuck. Oh, the mothership docked with the mothership. The mothership docked with its mothership, okay? What the fuck? Council results in, let us take a look. because I was tabbed out. Donut. No, it's not showing me anything new, guys. I'm refreshing again. Still 14.71 for the state rep race or state rep primary. Still 0% of precincts reporting for the first ward. Still 515 votes total. Still 0% precincts reporting for the 7th ward. Still 795 votes. I believe so ain't going. I believe there is a council meeting tonight. Well, unless they haven't sorted out their voting issue, then I don't know what's about to happen. Because brain. I don't think they can move the counting process because that's just too easy for things to come up missing. So will council have to be in the dome if they're still fucking around? Jessica, no. So I haven't really had too many problems breathing, unless I'm really working. More like take a warm washcloth, put it over your mouth, and try breathing that. Now, the weirdest thing about Florida, especially when it's hot, is when you step outside, it's like wrapping yourself in a wet blanket. Palatka. I'm trying to figure out where that's at. Come here, phone. Palatka. Phone, take me to Palatka. Palatka, Florida. Choose start location. Where the hell I'm at. Yes, turn on. Finding best route. Oh, you're only 2 hours away. But the route's definitely flooded. Okay. Yes, I'm still here, still dedicated. Honestly, I believe that without a few people doing things like this or being actually present, that the fix would have been in a lot harder. Right now, they're actually having to work for it. If not working for it, I don't think they could actually get it. Oop. Hey. Interesting. Hold on a minute. Anyway. Powered by 810 Red Bull coffee nicotine. No, Jessica, you're here. I talked to you. I did it. Yeah, she is leading. But only by 55 or 56 votes currently, and we still haven't seen the absentee ballots drop. So we shall see what that actually looks like afterward. Oh, have you guys seen the Frenchman doing the pole vault? Where his manhood hit the pole and knocked it down? The man's dreams got crushed by his own bulge. Oh yeah, shit talking. What the fuck is the Phoenix Raven? I'm gonna have to take a look at this. Phoenix Raven qualification course. The fuck is this? Anywho, someone is snoozing in this morning. I think you might be talking about the alarm clock in the background. No, my wife just uses it as a pre-wake up. She won't get out of bed until like 7:15. Oh, I ain't going. There's been a lot of speculation in the chat this morning that Davina has been stuffing ballots that she doesn't like underneath her wig. Karen, I mean, we've brought it up before that folks don't go to oh, that's funny. Folks don't go to city council and they just see things. They aren't actually paying attention. You know, they don't actually understand or see the vitriol and hatred she brings to council. They don't see her bad attitude. Shit, that's me being biased. They don't see the controversy that she is wrapped up in because they don't pay attention. Let's put it like that, so I don't get in trouble. I'm trying to be the unbiased type right now. Emma Williams. She mad and ready to take her wig off. Please don't. I don't want to see that. I'm too young to see that. All right. Well, just because we have some folks older than 35 in here, not many of you. I think most of you younger than me. We're just going to say that anyway. What if Stacy's mom was Jesse's girl and her number was 8675309? Just to throw that out there. Have fun. All right, let's see. Random anime clip. That's got my attention because I got boomer brain right now. Oh, dude got stabbed in the gut. That's hilarious. All right. See? Cameron here. He's 33. Like I said, most of y'all younger than me. We're just gonna say that. Actually, I kind of want to know that anime. I'm gonna slip it into my search browser later. Wait, really? Fate? God damn, I'm getting so tired of all the fucking fates. Okay. Just slip that into my browser, save for later, because I'm gonna have to do something to calm down or wind down after this. I'm all wound up. Still no movement, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting to get irritated, honestly. You see what I mean, Jessica? I was even talking to you. I think most of our folks right now are on the YouTubes. We got a couple of our diehards on the face space. We got the Snow. We got the Karen Malone. We got the Snow again. John M. Scott. Miss Sonia, Miss Deborah. Yeah, see, we got other humans here. But most of y'all are on the YouTube. Yeah. Ms. Tamika. Ms. T from the D. There we are. See the Facebook's waking up. I think most of you guys had me going while you were napping. Good morning, Miss Sandra. How you doing today? Oh, that's a cute picture. Getting ready for work. Ms. T, how many loads you got today? Shit. getting ready for work, drinking coffee. I couldn't do your job. Road rage is already a problem with me. Let's not give me 20 tons to do it with. Just one? Oh, hell yeah. Come on. Random factoid. I'm obsessed with Reba McEntire lately, and I hate country music. Actually, I think his name is Dax or Drax. Guy released a semi-country song, and it hits hard. Like, holy hell. I'm not going to play it, of course, because I don't want to get Mickey mad at me. I've already pushed my luck pretty damned hard with this. And thank you, Mickey. Thank you for letting me stay up and keep this going on. I think it's Dax. And I think the song is called Real Man. Yeah, A Real Man. Go ahead and pop that on some tunes a little bit later. That shit goes hard. It's not even real country, but holy shit. And let us see. Flynn is messed up. She hasn't won yet. She has not won yet. Number one, they did not count the absentee ballots. I think the count we had for the 7th ward was close to like 600. Literally 600 absentee ballots that had not been counted yet. So while you're looking on the news and stuff like that, that was called before those came in. And then number two, the entirety of City of Flint, well, half the City of Flint went from completely reported to partially reported, and then the unreported parts went to partially reported. So there's still a lot to happen. Yeah, I know election results puts a W next to her name, but fuck them election results. Here, share screen. Share the screen. Makes me feel important when I say that. Election night reporting. Share. Okay. So while it's saying that she has a W, 0% of the precincts are 100% reported. With only 795 votes for the entirety of the 7th ward, that's not realistic at all. With only 515 votes for the 1st ward, not real, especially the 1st ward. Okay. And then we come over here. Because I'm using the actual county website. Fuck the news, because they tried calling Clack's race with only 14% reporting in. So fuck the news. And here. Right here. At about 2:30, it'll without getting the whole story. And then to really drive the point home, we'll go into turnout. Has technically voted. So until I see the ballot dump, vote dump, because we were told 5,100 votes are soon to be dumped into the count, not dumped into a river, but like into the count. We cannot call it for any of them. 1st ward, you were asking about. Gotcha. Completed reporting. I am going to go throw my wife's phone out of a door. Anyway, Leon is in the lead with 183 votes. 183 votes, my boss, or my friends. That isn't a win. We've still got a couple hundred more to go. And what really, really Wi-Fi, 14.71%. They're trying to call it for Neely. How are you going to call it with less than 50%? We are waiting until we get the results in. So, while it says the election results put a W next to her name, that is but since ABC 12 is getting their results from here, isn't theirs also unofficial? Oh. Let me see. I blame Davina in that. Give me just one moment, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We have 30 minutes more of waiting before these are put into the ballot count or into the total count. All right. John M. Scott. Absentee ballots and mail in votes are the new way to win elections. We have seen that on a federal level. Look at what 2020 looked like at 2 a.m. and how it ended. I'm not going into the this is going to piss me off. Detroit putting up blockers so poll watchers couldn't actually watch. Yeah. There. Ha. So how does 7th Ward play out until it slow down until it says 100% reporting and means 100% and we get the absentee votes. All 97 of y'all. Hey, welcome to the party, by the way. I also had to change my background. Could really use some scotch right now. Could really use some scotch. I ain't going. I've had 4 and a cup and a third of coffee. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. My Wi-Fi went out. I had to restart that bastard. Yeah. Ugh. Jessica, his monkeys flew all the fucking way down here. All right, let me see. Since my restart, let's see if things got fixed here. Nope, still nothing new. Good morning, little mama. Or mevening to me. Yeah, Eleanor, I peeked that. I'm waiting. He said 30 minutes, like 10 minutes ago, so like 20 minutes. Yeah, Deborah, I don't think they're going to recant until something happens. Hey, unless you guys want to call. And call them and be like, how are you calling it for Cynthia Neely when it's 14% in? I'm like, how are you doing that? God damn it. I'm tired of these Timu ass cigars going out on me. I need to get a fucking real cigar. Go get myself some sweet acids or something. I love acid. The cigar, not the drug. I promise. Oh, shit. Yeah. Mm. All right. Anyone else got anything interesting while we wait? Any fun topics of conversation anyone would like to talk about? New ticket. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to go to contactsos.michigan.gov/new to report Neely for going in to a polling place, which could be considered voter intimidation. Just saying. What Florida junk food do we have? Now, what do you mean by Florida junk food? Because I really want to get my hands on some deep fried gator bits. Scott, no, I didn't. I haven't seen that actually. All I know is he let the Twin Cities burn. So I'm really trying not to get into that conversation right now. No need for any bad vibes in a good space. You know what I mean? I'll take a look. Goofy, Minnesota. All right. I'll look at that a bit later. Let's see. What the fuck? Come on. Hey, here we go. All right, I'm not going to look yet. I'm going to just share screen and we will take in the site together. Are we ready? Let's be ready. Go. So we are at 100% reported. I'm going to hit refresh. We're going to come to the 70th district. Wow. Clack has come in second place with 3,870 votes. Cynthia Neely with 6,012. The total vote count is 9,900. The percentages didn't really change there. We will now go to the nonpartisan races. Okay. So, in first place, I believe this is, I hope this is a, God damn it, primary, and things get cut down. Leon El Alamin with 428, followed by Carol McIntosh at 305, Rosemary Morrow at 179, then Cynthia Haynes at 132, John Billings at 60, and Liberty Bell at 36. And finally, Jan Marie Arbor with 815 to Candace Machat 869 with a total of 1,702 votes, 100% reporting. So there's our races, folks. I honestly don't like it, but we waited for the 100%. We got the 100%. Honestly, with how long it took, I'm calling a flag on the play, but these are the results we have. And yeah. Any thoughts? Oh man. I'm actually pretty upset by this myself. Just how long it took to get us these results is insane. I mean, I do feel that there's a couple fouls on the play here. It took them 5 hours with no updates to dump 5,000 votes in a heartbeat like that. So, like I said, I'm really hoping that the first ward wasn't the election. It was just a primary to narrow down the field like the 2022 mayor election. But if that's not the case, then everything stays. Actually, let's take a look at something real quick. Turnout. This is what voter disenfranchisement looks like. How do I get myself off there? Present, maybe? Nah, whatever. Screw it. You guys can see it. With between 10 to 20% of Flint voting. Hell, City of Flint Precinct 11 and City of Flint Precinct 10. City of Flint Precinct 8. Less than 10%. Oh, and Precinct 9, less than 10%. Precinct 26, less than 10%. And that's a bitch. Precinct 21. What about it? Precinct 21, completely reported. Some states, it takes a certain percentage for a recount. I don't know about Michigan. I never looked at recounts myself. Okay, 6. I've been up since yesterday when this stream started. Oh, I was up long enough that the stream had gone on too long and Facebook said no. So it's within 3 points or 3% maybe. As far as I know, yeah, that's the official count. As far as I know, this is the official end all be all. 100% precincts reporting. I don't think that there's any more votes ready to come in. I'm just really concerned that they did it all at once. 5,000. It took them 5 change hours to report 5,000 votes instead of a trickle line. It was just a dunk. How many votes in total, I believe, in Flint? Good question. Good question. Let me see. Turnout. Can I narrow this down by... Yes, I can. All right. Give me a second. Okay. Let me pull out the calculator and I can give you an exact number. Do this from 1 on down. 924 votes in the first ward, 410 in the second ward, or second precinct. Third precinct, 15. 15 people voted in the third precinct. Okay. Precinct 4, 185. 185 votes out of 1,022 registered. Precinct 5, 535 out of 2,274. Precinct 6, 561 out of 2,274, or sorry, 3,413. Precinct 7, 178 votes out of 1070. There's going to be several precincts here, guys. It's going to take me a minute. But there are some that are really catching my attention, like Precinct 8, 47 votes out of 1,800. Let me say that again. 47 people went out and voted out of 1,800 people registered to vote in that precinct. Make that make sense. I'm wondering if some ballots might have gotten thrown away. To be honest, with numbers like that, you can't convince me that there wasn't some rigmarole. Or City of Flint, Precinct 13, 0 votes. Out of 91, 0 votes. That's just insane to me. Or Precinct 18, 47 people voted out of 299. Emma Williams, that is a lie. You were number 3. Which precinct? If you're going to tell me Precinct 13, then you need to report a voter irregularity. What precinct? You're voting Precinct 13. Yeah, it says 0. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you to show you I'm not pulling your leg. You might want to ask what happened to your vote. Precinct 20, 685 people went out of 2,358. Precinct 21, 936 out of 3,511. Here's another fun one. Precinct 22, 31 people voted out of 219 registered voters. I cannot make this up. Precinct 25, 43 of 178. Precinct 26, 103 out of 1,129. Precinct 27, 5 people voted out of 66. Five people voted. Okay, so your total number of people that went out and voted in your Flint primary election for both state rep, your ward elections, and your federal elections, everything in between, was 9,036 people. 9,036 people out of 79,000 stepped up to vote. I don't know what to tell you guys. That killed me. .71% of the city of Flint voted. Eunice Jackson, like I said before, I think that is a primary to whittle down the field, but I'm not 100% sure. That is killer. But Emma and a few others who feel you might have been cheated, especially with several wards just reporting 0, even though we've got people in this chat right now saying that they did. I would be reaching out to the Secretary of State, the Elections Commission, and several any other group. I don't think this was legit. Anyway, guys, it is 7:30. I've been here for 11 and a half hours. It is time for me to go ahead and sign off. Let this thing cool down a little bit before Mickey touches it. I'm pretty sure the machines are running a little bit hot. You guys have a good day, good morning, grab some coffee. I don't know what to tell you guys. Anyway, stay tuned. At 9, I know Mickey will be there for the bump, and then at 9:20, Wentus will be walking in if the mothership landed. Have a good one.